Every year, approximately 1 in 6 Americans are infected with foodborne illness, according to the CDC. To help lower this number, the FDA issues recalls on contaminated foods. However, I was surprised to learn that in most cases, the media is not alerted to recalls. Although the recalls are posted to the FDA website and stored in the FDA database, this puts millions of consumers at risk. I was inspired to create this app during my medical research at OHSU. I was working with a team of researchers to try to find a natural cure for foodborne illnesses like salmonella. That's when I realized that a prevention might be far more effective.
Every product sold in the United States has a UPC code, and nearly every citizen has a smartphone. I put the two together to create a mobile app that scans the barcodes of foods and drugs sold in the United States to determine whether the product is safe for consumption.
According to the Pew Research Group, approximately 81% of Americans own a smartphone. Additionally, Android itself has over 2 billion users, making it the most popular mobile platform. Therefore, I want to make my app using Java in Android Studio. Additionally, I will have multiple language options to cater to those whose first language is not English.
In terms of competition, Purdue University has developed a smartphone cradle to detect foodborne pathogens, but this high-tech and expensive device is only accessible to producers, not consumers. Additionally, the product is currently still in testing and not a finished one. Also, a consumer app called FoodKeeper scans foods barcodes to check safety, but only reports on expiration dates. Additionally, it does not have the capability to scan all products sold in the United States, only designated ones. My app, Spoiler Alert, will be easily accessible to consumers and will provide almost instant feedback on the safety of the product itself, connecting directly to the frequently updated FDA database to return accurate and comprehensive results. Additionally, my app will have multilingual capabilities, which will increase the user pool.
The product, Spoiler Alert, is a multilingual mobile app which scans the barcodes of foods and medication sold in the United States to determine whether the product is safe to use. The app connects directly to the FDA database by calling the FDA API. If there is a match in the FDA database with the scanned barcode, that means that the product is unsafe for consumption. If there isn't a match, then that means, as far as the FDA knows, the product is safe for consumption. The app also supports English, Spanish, and French, as well as voiceover in each of the 3 languages for the visually impaired.
As I've mentioned, to create this app, I used Java and Android Studio. There are 3 main components to this app: the barcode scanner, the call to the FDA database, and the translation and voiceover models. Now for a brief demonstration. First, I will change the language to Spanish, and now I will use audio. Now that we've changed the settings, let's read the barcode of a recalled product. After hitting Read Barcode, simply give a tap when the barcode pops out. Now the app will appropriately flag the product along with the reason why it is unsafe for consumption, and it reads the results out loud in Spanish.
In terms of testing, I've tested the app over 200 times. I've tested its accuracy as well as the initialization time, given a variety of different factors, different settings, different surfaces, and of course different types of products. After all this testing, I published the app on the Google Play Store, where it is currently in beta testing. Close friends and family have downloaded the app, and thus far I have received positive feedback. VeriFood is a non-profit organization because the problem I am attempting to solve is a public health concern. VeriFood will be funded based on the generosity of investors and/or sponsorships, as well as, of course, donations from the general public. I decided to make my own app, Spoiler Alert, free to encourage users to download the app.
In order to get the business off the ground and cover initial costs, I will need to secure investors and/or sponsorships. By fall of 2020, I also want to add offline support so that users can retrieve recall info when there is no data connection. Finally, as soon as the company reaches a supportable level of profitability, I would like to donate a percentage of the revenue to new and existing outreach and volunteer programs that work to promote food safety.
There were several challenges I faced when creating Spoiler Alert. The most difficult was dealing with the FDA API, while keeping the main thread still responsive. After a lot of trial and error, I realized that I could place the call to the FDA API in a background thread so that while this was running, the main thread would continue to be responsive. Spoiler Alert has the potential to protect millions of people. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.